Yo, what's good? I'm back for an update. Um, Last time I checked in, it was still the 8th. We're still on Monday technically. We've got 40 minutes left of the day, 43 minutes left of the day, and then it'll be the 9th, Tuesday. The last video we started on the same chart, SPX. Yeah, obviously price was here when we made that video, and prices since then broke the previous highs that we made on Friday and closed above very strong bullish all the way up at 4772 it peaked at today. So we closed extremely bullish on the daily, so clearly sells are not valid anymore. So that bias that I had previously at the start of the week is no longer valid. As I said in the last video, I wasn't going to take a trade today. Anyway, I already had that in my mind. I just wanted to see what would happen in New York session today. Well, I did take a trade on a different pair today, which is, we're going to go through that afterwards. It hasn't quite hit TP yet, but it came very close to TP during New York session today. So I took a majority of the profit, and I'm looking to see if price is going to hit that target tomorrow, London session, because it's on GU. There's potentially going to be volume in London session tomorrow, or New York, which either or. But it's still extremely valid. That setup. We're going to go through those in a bit. I just wanted to go through this and what I'm thinking with SPX, because that's what I did for the weekly forecast. I didn't do a forecast for GU, even though I wish I did, because I did have a chart marked up. I just didn't really expect much from GU on Monday. I'm going to be honest. I didn't really expect it to move much, but I got an alert around New York session today. Came into a zone where I wanted to buy, and it worked out very well. So we'll break that down after this. But yeah, we broke this major high that I was talking about yesterday at 4725.4. We clearly broke nicely above that during basically New York Open / NYSE Open. Initially, during Asian session, after I made that video, we pushed down during the night. This is basically London session, London Open, where we had this huge amount of rejection. We could not close below this low, but we did take the lows out, so we collected the liquidity that was underneath these lows. We rejected massively as we could not close below that low. This is signaling to me that we're not actually bearish, even though we have broken this low, because we haven't actually been able to shift structure at all. We haven't actually even been closed below these candle closes actually. So if we zoom in a little bit on the 1 hour, the 1 hourly did not close below 4689, and it just rejected that level on the hourly. So it's clearly what you would call a liquidity grab, where price just broke the low but didn't actually want to go that direction. It wanted to go the opposite direction, and that happened during London session. No news, no nothing. It just collected what is it? Collected like sell side liquidity, you'd say. Basically triggered sell stops, but also took out people that had the stop loss under this low potentially as well. It's just essentially what other traders would call a fake out. It doesn't actually want to go this direction, but it showed us with price action. It showed us it's not really bearish. That was just like kind of price correcting itself from the initial move that we had on Friday with all that bullish volume. So like price was just like, that was like the aftermath of what happened on Friday, and then come into New York session. Buyers wanted to buy price back up, so they pushed price down initially, bought price back up towards these highs and just broke through all the highs. I didn't think about trading any of this. I just wanted this to happen. I wanted to either break this low or break this low because I didn't like the price action between this range, basically between these highs and this low where we had this huge rejection. This is another sign that price doesn't really want to push down. So we've done this multiple times now. Like, we've rejected massively. Not so much here, but we did reject quite a lot. Massively here, and now a lot more here. So we basically rejected this overall level here multiple times. Well, you could say literally this level here is what we've rejected multiple times at this point. So it's clearly not bearish anymore, at least on the lower time frames. But we're still bullish. What we were talking about in yesterday's video. I'm going to refer a lot back to yesterday's video because I didn't actually even trade SPX today. Like, I wasn't even looking at it. I've literally only looked at it at the end of the day and seen this happen. But I did get alerts for this high breaking, so I knew that SPX was bullish, even though I wasn't looking at the chart. I think I did peep at it when it was doing this, but I wasn't looking at a New York session because I was trading GU, which we're going to go on to right now. So, I mean, actually, I'll break down quickly what I'm expecting on SPX. Basically, I'm expecting a correction back down to 425 again, just this area. It might not correct the whole way before pushing back towards the highs at wherever it decides to make them at. At the moment, they're at 4771, so we're just waiting for a correction to this move because it's clear impulse upwards. Clean price action. We want a clean correction. Well, it doesn't really even have to be clean, but we want price to correct and correct this move because price is pushed up massively. And whenever price moves impulsively like this, it has to correct, whichever way it is, whether it's up or down. And we've clearly seen that the price could not break lows. It tried many times to break lows, but it couldn't actually shift below. It just closed higher and higher. The candles closed higher and higher as price went on. And then we eventually shifted above the highs. It's really this simple, guys. And the hourly is such a good time frame to look on because it's like kind of in the middle of like higher time frame and lower time frame. And it's clean structure. Like, if we're breaking the highs on the hourly, I don't really feel comfortable selling. I'm going to be honest. So I am going to be looking for potential buy positions, and it goes perfectly with the overall bullish bias that we clearly have on the stock market at this current moment. Even though it could potentially see a short-term correction on the higher time frames, we've still got plenty of room down here to push down. This is what I mean. So it's not completely or buy and just close your eyes. You've got to be logical about it because just because it's bullish on the hourly now, that could quickly change by tomorrow. Like, price could just do a madness and end up breaking a major low by the end of the week. It doesn't even matter about tomorrow. It doesn't have to be tomorrow. Like, we've got the entire week. It's only Monday now, so yeah, that's what I'm expecting with SPX. I'm just waiting for a correction right now. I'm not looking to buy anywhere up here. I want to buy down here in this area. Pardon me. Now, let's go into GUs. Right, so I took these buys on GU New York session today. It was around NYSE Open, actually, like 9 a.m. Eastern. Between like 9 to 10 a.m. Eastern, Price pushed back above this level after we had the indication above to 0.2771. We made these new highs here. That was on Friday, of course. Created this nice range. Price obviously corrected itself, rejected massively, came nowhere near these lows, and I don't believe it's going to have the momentum to push below these lows at this current moment. Because of this massive rejection here, we can clearly see momentum on the bullish side is very high. If we're getting these major rejections on the lows, and price is shifting upwards, like candles are shifting upwards. So it was in session, price was pushing nicely back above this level after we corrected the move, this impulsive move that we had on Friday. I believe this was NFP, right? So it was last week. So that's why we had that impulsive move, and it was nice. It set up a nice setup for us, and quickly scalped like 30 pips. I mean, scalped, but yeah, you could say. The target was 40 pips overall, but I did close a majority up here because it wicked a lot in this area, and it took some time to get there. So I secured, and it was a decent amount of pips up. I was already up well over a 1 to 2, so I was comfortable there, taking a good amount of profit there, and I'm still holding, but I am willing to close if price comes back into the range again, because yeah, but I still have confidence that this trade is gonna break highs in the next session. It's just now obviously correcting the move that it's had above. We've closed above here. We haven't closed above here for a while now, but now we have and clearly closed above here perfectly in this range. So we've shifted up massively. You can see this massive 4-hour candle. It's very, very bullish, and we shifted above this level here. This is very key that we closed above here, because price made a slight correction, rejected, reversed back up towards those highs, and closed above. This is a shift in structure, so we can clearly see the price is shifting upwards, and we should look to take buys. Mostly, I like to look for my setups mostly on the 1 hour, and this is why you see it's the clearest on the 1 hour. It's a nice range to take buys above those levels. What I've noticed with currencies is very slow compared to indices, because I traded SPX for a long time now, so like I'm used to that. I'm even used to Nasdaq as well now, because I trade that here and there, and gold of course. And it's just like currencies, I forget they're so slow. Like GU, I be thinking GU can move like SPX, and sometimes it does. Like NFP moves a lot. But most of the time it's going to be very slow, and it might take a couple of days to hit target. That's been quite normal for me and my trades on GU, but I've been taking some good trades on GU. Again, guys, very simple concept. Like, this isn't really just price action and market structure, highs and lows. Yeah. This is another trade recap, I guess. I kind of do want to do updates throughout all this week, on each day, and I can update you on this trade, whether it hits stop loss or whatever, or hits target. But I've secured a good majority of the trade anyway, so it will be in profit. Yeah, guys, I'm gonna tap back in with you guys later. Hope this is valuable or whatever. I'm really just doing this as a document, but yeah, I wanted to share you guys with. Can't even speak. I wanted to share the second trade this year with you guys. So yeah, man, hope you Guys, tune into the next video, and peace, guys. Stay blessed.